Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about our thoughts because I really believe that this is very instrumental in creating our past, present, and the future. Okay, I think this is better because the video had been cutting up my head. I think we fixed this. Okay, so I've been reading a couple of books and they've been teaching me that most of the things that happen to us, whether good or bad, are as a result of our everyday thoughts. Think about it, all the negative thoughts, all the positive thoughts that you have on a daily basis are what stands between a good future or a bad future. Yeah, and I know what you're saying. Oh, Ellen, but that's not true. There's always other factors, political, spiritual, parental, whatever the heck you're going to say. I still stand true to my word. Your thoughts are always your strongest power. Now, my Christian brothers and sisters always have this saying that they say that you are, actually, I think it's a quote in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh, so is he. I'm not quite sure if I got it right, but I think that's what it says. As a man thinketh, so is he. The Bible drops real code gems all of the time, and it is so true. So always keep that in your mind. No matter what the problem is, no matter it is whatever that you're facing right now or experiencing, it's an effect of your inner thoughts. And the only reason why I keep saying that I truly believe that this is true is because I tried it. Like I always tell you, I'm not going to come on this platform and teach you guys or talk about something that I have not experienced personally. I make sure that each and everything that I'm going to bring on here is something that I have personally gone through and that I have tested or are in the process of testing, and I found it really interesting that I should share it with you. So think about it. Any form of self-hatred or whatever it is just a hate thought that you have always had, and it manifests as self-hatred. And this also makes you realize that the reason why we're so big on self-care and self-love right now is because most of us grew up in environments, this applies for me as well, most of us grew up in environments that were kind of toxic. I mean, I had a great childhood, but if you remember from some of my other videos, there were some really serious downsides as well. And some of those downsides would not always end with me thinking well about myself. It's just like random things. Like I mentioned in the shadow video, I'm going to put the link right up there so that you can see the shadow work video. I mentioned how I grew up being compared a lot, like especially when it came to school or doing chores, because I wasn't always so hands-on when it came to chores. My dad would always say something like, oh, hey, why don't you be like so-and-so? They like to do the dishes. Or, hey, why can't you be like so-and-so? They're very good at math. And I suck at math. Everyone who knows me knows I suck at math. But then it's always thoughts like being compared to like that makes you think, or that makes you feel like you're not enough. And then that later on turns into something else. Even in your relationships, you find yourself continuously comparing yourself to other people or snooping. All of these really bad habits. And if you think about it, I can't like blame my dad. I can only blame myself for the thoughts that came after everything that was happening, because it is those thoughts that set in motion every little thing that I ever thought about myself. Started with just a thought. But here's the main thing. Thoughts can be changed. Change the thought and the feeling goes, because after every thought, there's always a feeling that comes with it. So the moment that you change your thought process, you can change the feeling and the future can change. And keep in mind that the reason why I'm doing this video is for that shadow work video as a follow-up, because it might not be enough for everyone to just journal. Most of the work for shadow work is very mental. You need to get exactly where things are coming from. You need to journal all of that stuff. You need to find out where all those bad habits initially come from, because you don't just wake up self-loathing. It comes from somewhere, and shadow work is about discovering what that part of yourself is. And in between all of that, you find out so much about yourself, and that becomes your true power. It's also very important to mention that some of these thoughts and whatnot comes from our beliefs, but this shouldn't come as an excuse for us to say, oh hey, it's what I believe, and then you stay stuck in that thought pattern. You need to allow yourself to change. You need to change what you believe so that you can become a better person, other than to hold on to beliefs that destroy you and not build you. And you must keep in mind that no matter what has happened to you, the past really has no power over you. You have power over whatever happens to you in the future. So you shouldn't always have this thought oh, this happened to me, so now I'm stuck in this vicious circle. No, you're not. Hold on to beliefs that destroy you and not build you. And you must keep in mind that no matter what has happened to you, the past really has no power over you. You have power over whatever happens to you in the future. So you shouldn't always have this thought oh, this happened to me, so now I'm stuck in this vicious circle. No, you're not. And it's a wonderful thing to realize that you can be free at any moment. It's entirely up to you. And also realize that as long as this thing doesn't change, any affirmations or whatnot that you're working on, or trying to get into your zen, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, as long as there are things that you have not fixed in here, nothing is going to work. The universe is just going to work along with everything that you believe about yourself. I personally believe that the universe is a yes universe. So anything that you're going to say oh, I am terrible with money. Oh, I am not good at this and this and this. How I continuously say I'm not good at math. I stay in that circle just because I entirely believe it. So choose to be free in this moment and be the change. So while we're at it, this is the end of this. This is just a shadow work part 2. But it has to do with the thoughts, because this is where we are kept captive. So the moment you change what's in here, everything else changes. Your finances change, your relationships change, your spirituality changes. So it's all in here, baby boy, all in here, baby girl. Make the change in here. Think positivity all of the time. We're told this all of the time, and we don't quite take it as it is. The moment that you're positive about everything that is going on in your life, even if it's still so bad, that makes the difference. And because thoughts work as habits, the moment that you keep putting those positive patterns, it becomes a habit, and that'll be the only thing that your brain knows how to do. So for now, I'll let you get up to it, and let me know in the comment section if there's anything else that you need as help on when it comes to shadow work. I'm going to stop now because I want my videos to be more and more shorter, especially when it comes to just little nuggets like this. So let me know what else that you need for us to talk about. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button, just so that whenever I post, you get it right in your inbox. See you in the next one.